Next note point, A sine B minus C plus B sine C minus A plus C sine A minus B will be equals to 0. That we have to prove. So without proof you can understand, but with proof you can remember very easily. So let us prove this one. This can be written as left hand side. I am considering that can be written as sigma A times sine B minus C. You can write this as sigma A means 2R sine A sine B minus C. So it is 2R sigma sine A into sine B minus C. Why? Because we are applying sigma with respect to small a, B, C and capital ABC. So yeah, you can see that it is 2R sigma sine A means sine of 180 minus B plus C into sine B minus C. Now you can write this as 2R times sigma sine 180 minus theta. It is sine theta into sine B minus C. So it is 2R times sigma. What is the formula for this? This is nothing but sine square B minus sine square C. That is the formula. Already we have applied in the before problem also. That you need to understand. So now let us apply sigma now. It is sine square B minus sine square C plus angle ABC cyclicity you have to apply. It is sine square C minus sine square A plus it is sine square A minus sine square B it is. So you can cancel the terms with opposite signs but same quantity. Now it is 2R into 0, clearly 0, which is nothing but right hand side. So left hand side, right hand side, both are equal according to this solution. Hence proved. Once revised. Next note point, A cube sine of B minus C plus B cube sine of C minus A, B cube sine of C minus A plus C cube sine of, yeah, capital letter should be there, C minus A plus C cube sine of A minus B. We have to prove that this will be equals to 0. That is the note point. Let us prove this now. Now, left hand side I am considering. Left hand side I have considered. It is clearly sigma A cube sine of B minus C. Sigma is applied for small ABC and angles ABC that you need to observe. So we know that A is equals to 2R sine A. Let us apply that. It is sigma, no need to write these all. So it is A cube. A cube means 2R whole cube sine cube A into sine B minus C. You can see we are applying only for these, means this is a constant for the sigma. So it is 2R whole cube but outside the sigma. Sigma sine square A into sine A into sine b minus c. We can write sine cube a. I have separated like this. Now in the next step, it is 8r cube into sigma sine square a into, here you can see sin a means sine of b plus c. Why? Because 180 minus b plus c, a means sine of 180 minus theta sine theta. So we can write this. Now it is into sine b minus c. I think you got this. Whenever if you see a, we can write this as 180 minus b plus c. In triangle we are discussing, that's why. So sin A means sine of 180 minus b plus c. Sine of 180 minus theta, it is sine theta. Whenever if you see sin A, we can write sine of b plus c. Next time I'll write directly. You have to remember that 8r cubed sigma sine square A. We know formula for this. Already we have discussed this so many times. So it is sine square b minus sine square c clearly. So it is time to apply the sigma now. This is 8r cube. If you apply sigma, it is sine square a into sine square b minus sine square c plus sine square, in place of a b, in place of b c, in place of c a. Like that you have to apply sine square in place of a b next time. So after b I have to take c, after c I have to take a plus sine square c into sine square a minus sine square b it is. So in the next step you can multiply and see, you can see that you get 0. So why? Because sine square a into sine square b. You can see here sine square a into sine square b negative. So these both gets cancelled. Sine square a into sine square c negative. Here you can see positive. Both gets cancelled. So these both gets cancelled. So hence you'll get 8r cube into 0, nothing but 8r cube. That will be the final answer once revise the solution. Next note point, that is sigma a square sine of b minus c divided by sine b plus sine c is equals to 0. This is also becomes 0. Let us see how it is possible. How it is possible, let us see that. Proof. Left hand side let us consider. So clearly you can see that left hand side is sigma a square sine b minus c divided by sine b plus sine c. You can see a is 2r sine a. So it is sigma 2r sine a whole square it is. So it is 4r square sine square a into sine b minus c divided by sine b plus sine c. Now you can see 4r square we can take outside the sigma, because we are applying small a b c and angle ABC. For these 6 elements we are applying this sigma, not for circumradius. Take it outside. So here remaining will be sine square a into sine of b minus c divided by sine b plus sine c. We can write sine square a as sine a into sine a. Actually I can write sine a as sine of b plus c. Already we have explained so many times about that. So once go through that, into sine b minus c divided by sine b plus sine C. You can see this is 4r square into sigma sine A into, so it is sine of B plus C into sine of B minus C, nothing but sine square B minus sine square C divided by sine B plus sine C. So this cancels this. How many times? Sine B minus sine C times. Why? Because numerator is a square minus b square formula. So 4r square sigma sine A sine B minus multiplying with sine A, that you have to remember, minus sine A sine C. So we have to expand this in the next step to get the answer. 4r square into sine A sine B, sine A sine B minus sine A sine C plus, in place of AB, in place of BC, in place of CA. Cyclicity we are going to apply. Sine B sine C minus sine B sine A plus sine C sine A minus sine C sine B. You can see whether these are cancelling or not. So as these are cancelling, so we got 4r square into 0, nothing but 0. 4r square into 0 will be 0. So you can see this is nothing but right hand side. So we can say that proof is completed, hence proved. So most important formulas we have applied is, one is this and another one is this. Another one is, in place of sine A, I have written sine of B plus C. Why? Because A is 180 minus B plus C. Sine of A is sine 180 minus B plus C is sine of B plus C. If you see sine C, you can write this as sine of A plus B. If you see sine B, we can write this as sine of A plus C. I think it is very clear once revised.